Hey everybody, we're back at the beach and we're still trying to get the first shark of 2022. Shark rod's out there with a whiting head. We're using the Daiwa BG8000 and her modified Ocean Master surf rod. So we need to get one today. I'm gonna put a second rod out, so I'm gonna be running around quite a bit. Let's do it. She's got one on her first cast. Wow, that's a nice whiting too. He's not huge, but he's perfect size for the shark bait. Once again, I'm behind schedule. I gotta get this rod put together. Good job. That thing bent the hell out of that rod. Okay, I'll show you guys the brand new sand perch rigs when we put one on so you can get a good look at it. I added a third hook with a little swivel on the bottom clip and then clip the sinker over it so it turns into a 3-hook rig. You get a lot of fish, especially the whiting, on the bottom hook, and they're not big enough to pull the clip out. So those are pink and white fish bites and the little sand fleas, and that's how she fishes. All right, the second shark rod's going out. I got a little chunk of that whiting on there, and I'm going to use the smaller baits on this. That's an 11-0 Eagle Claw L204, 3 foot of 480 cable, and 7.5 foot of 60-pound twisted mono with the Fishbites 5500 and one of our Tsunami Airwave Elite rods. So I'm going to be busy today. Here's the setups for today. She's fishing in the middle like she always does. The shark rods are about 30 yards apart. So on the left is the Ocean Master with the BG8000 and the GoPro. And on the right is the Fishbites 5500 without the GoPro. So if they hit the right rod, we lose some footage. It is what it is. We're going to do the best we can. We got about an hour and a half before high tide. The conditions look pretty good, and we're going to stay until the wind runs us out to try to get our first shark of 2022. Okay, do we got a pompano here? Or just a big whiting? She hasn't caught nothing in over an hour. And once I put the second rod out, we definitely need more bait. What do we got? A bluefish. Wow, a bluefish on the Fishbites.
Wow.
Here, hold him up right above the swivel. Hold it up. A bluefish on the Fishbites and the sand flea. Okay, I don't want him to cut through the brand new sand perch rig. Okay, I'm definitely taking off. Okay, I guess the bluefish are out there. They shredded up the little chunk of whiting I put on there. So now I'm gonna put a chunk from the tail section of the bluefish, and hopefully they won't mess with it quite as much. Okay, she caught a crab. She counts it. She counts that. There he goes. She thought it was a piece of weed or something. Hey, so one whiting, the bluefish, and your little crab, right?
I want just to bring in and...
You got the Bubba Gump shrimp boat out there. Okay, she caught the crab, so you know they're out there, and if you look at the whiting head, they've eaten away all the inside of the whiting head. But the whiting head still looks good, so I'm gonna throw it back out there. We still got about 3.5, 4 hours to go. All right, well, she was roaming around the beach like she does when it's slow, and she caught one. Hold it up. That's good. I'll wait a little bit till high tide, which is in about 30 minutes, and I might put that fresh whiting head. It's not that big, but that's good enough. Well, we've been here about 3.5 hours. It's high tide right now. It gets kind of flat out there unless there's a high set of waves, and then it's pretty they're pretty big when they crash at the edge of the surf. So the tide's going to start going back out. All we got is the 2 whiting, the bluefish, and she counts the crab. She's down there catching the sand fleas. She just uses her hands. She can see them, the little ripples in the sand from 30, 40 feet away, and she runs out there and gets a handful. She was down there for about 10 minutes, and that's what she's got. That's probably enough for the rest of the day for us, and then maybe to bring a little bit home to get us started on the next trip. Okay, I'm waiting on her to catch something else. I'm saving that 1 whiting because we're going to be here. So I'm going to put the bluefish head on. I would classify that as kind of a big bait for casting. So we're going to see what happens with that. I'll switch it out if she catches me another big whiting or something. Okay, we're going to put one of our bluefish rigs on, a double 6.0 rig. We've caught 2 5.5-foot black tips with this rig, but I'm putting the little pieces on there for the bluefish because the bluefish and the crabs have been shredding up our baits. So we're going to close the day out with this, maybe a couple more hours, and the wife can catch some bluefish. Wow, that seemed like something a little bit bigger.
No, I think I got.
Okay, good. We need a whiting for cut bait. I'm using the pieces from the whiting we caught 5 hours ago. Oh, good. Hold him up on the bottom hook. Boy, that's a decent whiting, not a big one. I'm gonna put some good baits. I might even bring the head home for the next trip. All right, good job. The bluefish are still messing with her. I think the pieces are still on there. I'll have to put some good ones on there now that we got that whiting. All right, we're wrapping it up. We got 3 whiting and a bluefish on a 7-hour trip. Since I put the cut bait rig on the light shark rod, the bluefish have been harassing us all day and we couldn't even catch one. We're just gonna try to get back out here as soon as we can.